Okay, hello everyone. My name is Erin, co-founder of Noble Roots Kitchen, a healthy snack company making a local impact. Together, we are building healthier and stronger communities, starting here in Colorado. Allow me to introduce you to Kristen. She works at a tech startup down in downtown Denver. Like many of us, Kristen is trying to make healthier choices. But every time she goes to her office kitchen, she's tempted by all the cookies, chips, and other snacks that are provided. More often than not, she gives in to temptation and feels guilty about her decision. And to make matters worse, Kristen's apartment is in Clayton, and she's surrounded by convenience stores and fast food chains. She has to travel more than a mile just to buy fresh fruits and vegetables. And after a long day at the office, Kristen rarely has the energy to make this trip. To put it simply, Kristen lacks access to healthy food, both in her office and at home. And unfortunately, her story is not unique. In Colorado, 1.3 million residents do not have convenient access to healthy food. These residents, including Kristen, are more likely to eat high-calorie food with low nutritional value. They are also more likely to be obese, suffer from chronic illness, and get certain types of cancer. In some ways, however, Kristen is lucky. She is more affluent and more educated than most people who live in these communities. If food access is a problem for Kristen, imagine how hard it must be for families living below the poverty line. We believe that everyone deserves access to healthy food and a better quality of life. And it's going to take a community-centered approach to improve food access both in our offices and in our neighborhoods. And the solution is right in our own backyard. Colorado has one of the strongest natural and healthy food industries in the country. Noble Roots Kitchen is a snack creation service with a local impact. We purchase snacks from Colorado-based businesses and deliver them to offices and donate a portion of the proceeds to nonprofits working in these communities in need. Businesses across the United States are already spending $19 billion of food for the office. But the food they are buying isn't necessarily healthy, and they don't address employee allergies or diets, and they're also repetitive. Noble Roots Kitchen solves these problems. We offer fresh, healthy, and allergy-friendly snacks that will help employees be more productive. We allow office managers to spend the time on more important tasks, and we create feedback loops with employees that allow us to better customize our snack offerings. Through Noble Roots Kitchen, we have created a new distribution channel for local food companies. Furthermore, our customer surveys will be able to provide them with critical feedback on new products. We have already partnered with several vendors, including Oogies, VeggieGoes, Third Street, Chocolove, and much more. A portion of each purchase will be donated to nonprofit organizations working to improve food access in Colorado. We are currently working with Cooking Matters, an organization that provides healthy meals, nutrition, and education to communities in need in Denver. And we have already made a lot of traction in the community. With over 15 wholesale partners, we have been able to deliver 500 snacks to offices in Denver and Boulder. And through this, we have been able to help Cooking Matters deliver 10 cooking classes to 100 students. The Noble Roots team includes Sarah Safransky, Erin Meyerhoff, Rebecca Sosa, and myself. Together, we bring expertise in international development, marketing, design, and business strategy. Our team is committed to making a lasting impact in our local community. If you believe that everyone deserves access to healthy food, we would love to work with you and bring healthy snacks to your office. Please visit our booth following this pitch to learn more. Thank you.
Sweet, you came in just under a minute. So with that, what would people like to know more about? What were they pondering? What did they wish they heard that they didn't? What are they curious about? There's a minute of time there. Go ahead, Connor.
It'd be cool to see like an example of the snack box and just like what it looked like.
Good one, yeah.
Yeah,
Visualization
definitely
of
do
the
that.
product, kind of a sense of that. Maybe a walkthrough of what that looks like. What else? What else is helpful?
Maybe some like comments of some of the people that you've worked with on
That's
like quotes.
Go ahead.
I think
Or go ahead.
the company you partnered with to do those workshops, that's a good chance to put in a narrative for something that happened.
Yeah.
So like maybe just more information on exactly,
What we done.
yeah, what you do with them. I think that could be like a nice little part tip.
Yeah.
I'm curious too on the partner with those vendors, that's
Yeah.
100%, so they would back you up and say, oh yeah, Noble Roots, they're great, we're working with them on dot, 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 dot.
We have
Or,
permission to use all their logos, and Perky Jerky's still in the works, but as we've been establishing these, oops, that's not up there, we have gotten permission to use all their logos and whatnot, and put them on our website.
okay, important, if you guys are gonna say partner, make sure that the other side would agree, yep, they're a partner. Otherwise, choose your language wisely.
Yeah, we've also, as we've been asking, like, can we put your logo on our website, we have been letting them know that we're giving a pitch in 3
Yep.
weeks or so, so they.
Great example to follow, I'm glad you covered that basis, hand from Jordan.
The top right, I can't remember what title that.
It's the veggie.
The veggie guys,
Yeah.
I mean, they probably have, that's
Yeah,
probably,
maybe, yeah, different color one.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a traction comment, and it's
That's not
all
valid,
verbal,
yeah.
so I can't remember anything about the traction, but my sense is that would be a good slide to,
Yeah, so the traction, I think we do have 15, well, we're almost at 15 wholesale partners. We have not delivered 500 snacks yet, and we have not done the 10 cooking classes to 100 students. We wanted to kind of play with that and see if that resonated. So the goal is, once we have more concrete stats, to actually make that slide into something more visual.
Mhm.
So right now, it was just a blue.
I need to weigh it a little bit, and it might be worth trying, just to kind of visualize it. Nicole said, the super involved graphs and charts, not so helpful, but something that shows a curve or kind of visually represents something, might be worth putting there. Kyle might argue about goals versus accomplishments, so I would say if you have accomplishments, represent those more directly, but, another little wrinkle for that, office managers, you said there's, 19 billion spent on office food? Okay, where are you getting that number from? 19 billion across the US, North America?
United States.
United States, okay, so $19 billion is spent on office food, so what's office food?
I think it's probably including snacks. Is it
Just
Jackson?
like catering as well.
Okay, fair enough, just some clarity on that.
Yep.
And then how much time are you able to figure out how much time office managers are spending on ordering? Because one of your value propositions is you
Yeah.
make that easier, right?
We did, for the last set of goals, we did map out that process and put averages of the time, so I think we just have to go back and pull those numbers.
Because one of the points of what you're looking to do with this particular pitch is underscore the value proposition. So where you are able to provide a return, or there's some measure of the value you're providing to a business or that you potentially have in a market space. So I think it's helpful to have that contextualized a little bit. 19 billion, great big number, but the connection between you and that 19 billion is, well, here's available market, but how are we fitting into that market? And if there's a cost savings, or if there is ... Because some of your graphic of kind of returning to that, very, I think, fluid, nice, the deck looks good to me, but being able to connect that story of here's where we fit and here's where the value points come through. Can we go back to those slides, that flow through? And if anybody has strong thoughts on this, I'd love to hear it. I thought this was helpful, that doesn't make it right.
This is the feedback that we actually, so I was telling Tim that we actually do pitches in our 9 to 5 class on Thursdays, and so this was a suggestion yesterday from our professor, so we wanted to try it out and actually get feedback.
Yeah, so you have the feedback flow through there. Is there a dollars or some other, like, kind of what are the flows? Because ideally down to Colorado, that's a little vague.
Oh, it's supposed to say Colorado nonprofits, that's my mistake.
Okay, that's just 5 minutes on that.
Did you want to just go through? So like, we kind of have it, like, as we're doing, like, talking about, it's like kind of like grayed out. And
Right, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
Feedback's one piece of it, but when you get down to the other Colorado, and I do see your hand, Destiny, there's that question of kind of what's coming down here. Is that
Yeah.
money, is that food, is that
Yeah, we should
some
actually-
value point? Because you are creating a simple mnemonic of sorts for people to follow. Destiny, go ahead.
I don't know if this was covered, I was reminding her at the beginning, but do you talk about or do you know what your lead time
No, we do not yet, so we have not included that piece of information.
I was gonna say, like, for me, I would love to see what the, like, especially if you can do like a compare and contrast of what the lead times are. So like if a business calls you up today and says, hey, I want snacks for tomorrow's meeting, can you guys deliver that quickly? Or do you have to wait, 2 or 3 weeks to gather all the stuff and then be able to do it? I think that would be a really important thing to add in there, just to kind of show like where you guys are at in comparison to other companies, and especially if you guys are doing more like snacks and not like catered food. I would assume that it should be a pretty quick thing. Like if I call you today, like potentially even later in the day, unless you're completely booked up with it, you should be able to like deliver to me or potentially next day. So I would say that's a good like value prop that I would want to see in there, and then potentially, I don't know how Tim or Kyle would feel about this, but like kind of a compare and contrast, like what are the average foods that are being delivered to places. We talked about like how you want the employees to be more productive and healthy and like have the energy from like good stuff and not just sugar that's gonna make them crash.
Yeah.
So I personally would love to see like, okay, what's the traditional office snack or office catering look like, and then what are we offering and why is what we're offering better?
Okay, yeah, no, that makes
More
sense.
of like a breakdown.
I like what you're saying there, Destiny, because can we go all the way back to the beginning of your deck?
Yep.
There's two things going on. One, you're all doing this, which it's fine. I understand where it's coming from. I'm seeing it in the fast pitch. I'm seeing it in the slide decks. But it's, hi, my name is so-and-so, and we are this company, and we do this, and now we're going to get into our thing. I don't really care who you are or what you do. I want to be grabbed by something. So the introduction's nice. Like, it's great if you're just meeting somebody for the first time. But again, like, if I walk up to you, Aaron, at a bar or restaurant, and I'm like, hi, my name's Tim, I'm this, and I'm interested in talking to you about that, you're gonna be like, that's a little weird. As opposed to like trying to find a point of relevancy and connection with your audience. How do people feel? Go to your next. Do we identify with Kristen? Is there any, there's a nod here, there's a head shake there. Do we feel any tie or bind to what she's experiencing? Is she representative of this problem being solved? Do we care? Be honest here.
I don't know what was said during the slide, so
I know you came in a little just after, but for folks that were here at board, were you connected with this? Was Kristen's plight relevant to you?
I feel like it was pretty relevant to me.
Why?
I mean, I feel like specifically the struggle of like, oh, I'm at like work or I'm at school or whatever, and I just need to eat something quick, so I'm just gonna eat like chips or whatever. Like, I feel like giving that specific like example kind of made it more relatable to me, because I mean, like, I'll definitely find that very frequently on my day-to-day life. I'll just like go for a bag of chips because it's easy. So I feel like putting it in those terms kind of made it more relatable.
Okay. What do we remember about Kristen?
I was just gonna say I didn't relate to Kristen. I felt like I was introduced. She works at a startup, and that was kind of it. And so I'm kind of like, why do I care about her? I don't know if I connect with her.
Okay.
I was just gonna, just based off of like what he was saying, I know like me and Jordan were specifically talking about this like yesterday, that relates to what you're saying. Like, I know for me, like we were talking about how, if you leaving the house without having like a day's worth of food with you can be super stressful, because like you go out somewhere, especially for like us entrepreneurs, you're busy. Like your schedule is all over the place. It's very, rare that you can plan your day out in like a good way, and especially like we all have to eat. So unless you're fasting, like we all have to kind of put our day around our food to some degree, or we just go on with our day, and then midway through the day we're like, shit, I'm so hungry, like I'm about to kill somebody, right? Or like I feel like I'm gonna pass out. So like really, I feel like if and I don't know if you did, but if not, I feel like really kind of going on that point of like, we want to make sure that when you're not at home, you feel like you're at home because of the quality of food that you're getting.
Yeah.
Because mostly it's vending machine type stuff.
Your home pantry and your kitchen.
Yeah.
Your home
Yeah, like
pantry
kind of
home
playing
at
off of
work or
like what
something
we're
like
talking
that.
about. Like basically you want like good food to be accessible to everybody everywhere, and having food in the workplace isn't an excuse for it to be shitty.
Yeah.
I really like that. I really like that, and step through your slides for a second, because I think where Destiny's going. So this is helpful, but this is not at all office related. Like you're talking about her commute home and everything else, and these are the food options. So already we're disconnected from where you're finding yourselves. I think there's been a few suggestions that I would like to echo, that idea of having pictures of vending machines or the box of donuts
Yeah.
or, you know, the coffee from Dunkin' Donuts or whatever else, like, and then step over again. Next slide, that is. This is okay. Next slide. Boom. This is your value proposition, right?
Yep.
Like, you believe that everyone deserves access to healthy food. Next one. I just want to make sure. Okay, so yeah, go back. So I think this, in that mix, like you have the ability to tell a very visual story, and I don't know that it's so much Kristen as much as what did you have to eat today? You know, at your office, did you have this as an option or this? You know, like, and that avoid hangry, like the idea of we want you to eat as well in the office as you do at home, and starting to weave together. Go ahead.
I was just gonna add that I think that playing also, I would add in the whole allergy / food lifestyle aspect, because like I know for like, you know, us as vegans or people who have allergies, like the amount of food that's offered in the office, apart from it being crappy food, it's also usually not specific lifestyle friendly, be it allergen friendly, vegan friendly, you know, vegetarian you can usually get by with, but as far as those other two, which I've heard you guys speak about, that you want to be in your value proposition, I think like Kim said, showing those pictures, I mean like this is what the average office food looks like. Not only is it full of crap and it's gonna leave your employees crashed and like in a daze, but you're also leaving employees out potentially.
I like where that goes because you're addressing a diversity of audience, and if people don't immediately identify with Kristen, like Daniel, we're out.
Yeah.
We don't care. Or we stop paying attention because it's like, that's not me, that's not my interest. But I think that point of relevancy, so, go ahead, Kenny, I'll come back to my
Well, I'm not sure if this would be an added value, but one of the things that I would be curious too is like how much time it might save, like how much money it might save a company because of time of people not leaving. Like I know that if a place offers food for me, like especially at work, I'll stay there all day long and I won't leave for lunch. So I think that that definitely kind of plays a big thing, you know, saving the company time because their employees are fed and happy and not necessarily leaving because they're starved and there's a quick snack. they can
Upping
grab.
productivity as well.
Yeah.
So, I'm curious, Edward, what did you guys have to eat here today?
Little thing of mini Oreos.
Mini Oreos, okay.
Two McSpicy's and a coffee.
What did you have today?
This, and I'm running low on fumes right now, I need more, this is just like a health swim.
What did you eat today?
Nothing so far.
What did you eat today?
Healthy cookies.
What did you guys eat today?
Coffee.
I have stuff in the freezer upstairs because I know how I am.
I came in today not having had breakfast, and I was hoping there were some Noble Root snacks, and there wasn't any yogurt left. I managed to find a banana and a Lara bar, and I was like, okay, cool. But I was looking for that. But already you kind of see this dearth of healthy eating, and in part last week I think we all had options because of what you had provided.
Yeah.
And clearly people are bringing stuff in to attend to their needs. But that to me is kind of the story of, hey, when you walk into an office as a vegan or as somebody who's gluten-free or somebody who wants to cut back on sugar, and the office is providing what they think is good, but it's convenient, it's an office manager checking a box, there's this missed opportunity, there's this missed conversation. And that's the piece here that I think you want to get into pretty quick. And ideally, when you pitch at something like a demo day, you want to be excited about the problem you're solving, and you want to get to that quick and hook the audience so they're with you as to the how and to the why. And I think you have the pieces, but let's kind of work those things in.
Yeah.
Go from there. Okay,
I wanted
let's
to add just one last
go for it, yeah.
just based off of what you said, sorry, I'm shut up after this.
No, it's fine.
I appreciate it.
I think that like for me, anytime I've ever been in the workplace and they're like, oh, we're bringing food in today, and I get there and it's just a thing of donuts or something like really sugary and shitty, I don't feel good. I don't feel like my bosses or the management like actually gave a shit enough to be like, hey, what would you guys really like? Or coming to find out if anyone's got dietary restrictions or whatever it is. Like Tim was saying, like I don't feel like I'm respected or like taken care of by my bosses if that's the kind of thing that they're bringing in. Like it's just like it's a cop out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
makes
oh,
sense.
let's bring everybody donuts. Everybody loves donuts. Well, not everyone loves donuts, and I don't particularly want a donut first thing in the morning if I'm running late or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So like if it's like a special treat party, fine, but that's how they treat it, right? And so I think like adding a value prop of like, hey, letting your employees know that you actually care. Because to me, that would show me that my boss cares. If they brought in like healthy, good stuff.
Yeah, and if this is kind of the hook, which is the biggest part of your presentation for me, the idea of food as a way of showing you care, or there's an attention, or there's something, because that then goes back to your greater mission, which is providing it to communities or aspects of the population that don't have any sense that good food is a possibility. So, cool, let's hold it there. Nice work.